Hello, it's me, the ukulele teacher, here, finally, to teach you how to play Married Life, aka the theme from Up. So, grab your uke, make sure it's in tune, and if you need help tuning your uke, then be sure to download my free app, the Ukulele app, right now, and when it is in tune, your uke should sound like this. Before we go any further, you're going to want to download the Songsheet, so make sure you go ahead and do that now. You can either find it for free somewhere on my Facebook page, or you can download it as a nicely formatted PDF Songsheet on my Patreon page, patreon.com/uketeacher. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you'll never miss a video, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more lessons like this one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now in this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play the rhythm section, aka the part that was on the left-hand side of your screen in the video that you just watched. So the part that we're learning today is the bit that starts off like this. Now I don't know about you, but to me it sounds pretty complicated, but if we break it down, we'll find out that with the left hand we're actually basically just playing 3 very simple chords, and with the right hand we're repeating a very similar pattern all the way through the song. So we just need to basically make sure we know what we're doing with our right hand, and we've got to learn 3 or 4 basic chords with our left hand. Now believe it or not, the 3 main chords we're playing in this song are F, G7 and C. But we don't necessarily play them in the ways you'd expect, so don't worry about learning them right now. I'm going to teach them to you as we go along. We'll start off with our intro, which goes like this. Now basically it's nice and simple. With your right hand, all you need to do is put your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, your 4th finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And let's just play these 3 strings now. It should sound like this. Now believe it or not, that's actually another way to play the chord of F. Now all the way through the song, except one bar of the intro, we're just repeating this pattern with our right hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So just get used to counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in your head. Or in fact out loud if that helps. Now firstly, let's make sure the fingers and thumb on our right hand are in the right position. So for that, you're going to need to want to rest your thumb above the 4th string, your 1st finger underneath the 3rd string, your 2nd finger underneath the 2nd string, and your 3rd finger underneath the 1st string, like this. Now because the pattern is the same all the way through the song, what I'm going to do to tell you how to play it differently for each chord is to call out which fingers to play. So for example, for this F chord, we're playing the 1st finger first, like this. And then we're playing fingers 2 and 3 together like this. All the way through the intro, you're just repeating this pattern. 1st finger, 2nd and 3rd. 1st, 2nd and 3rd. 1st, 2nd and 3rd. 1st, 2nd and 3rd. But what we're doing with our left hand is moving our fingers up and down the 3rd string. So firstly, we'll just play it normally like this. Then we lift off our 3rd finger, leaving the 3rd string open. Then we put our 1st finger onto the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And then here is the only difficult part in the whole song in this left hand part. All we're doing is playing all on the 3rd string, all with our 1st finger, open, 2nd and 4th, like this. And that's how to play your intro. So put it all together and it should sound like this. And that basically takes us into the main part of the song. And then the main part of the song starts off with that F again. In fact, it's very, very similar. You start off with your third finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. Then you play the open string. Then the 2nd string again. Then you play the open string. But this time we move to the chord of G7 and we carry on just playing that 1st finger and 2nd and 3rd together. We just play it through 4 times like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we move up to what is technically a chord of C. Here we put our 2nd and 3rd fingers on the 3rd fret of the 2nd and 1st strings and our 4th finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. And that's basically the chord of C. Now the fingering is a little bit strange, but you'll find out why we're playing like that in a second. Firstly, we play that 1st finger and then 2nd and 3rd finger together pattern once like this. But then we put our 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string and play it again. Then we go to a more traditional chord of C and play the 1st finger on its own like this, and then the thumb and the 2nd finger together twice like this. And then we go back to that F shape and play it through twice. And then back to that C shape and play 1st finger and thumb and 2nd finger together, and then thumb 1 and 2 all together like this. So if we put that all together, the first part of the song should sound like this. You've got your intro that goes like this. Then the verse that goes like this, back to the F. G7. Then C. Regular C. To end on the C. Now that is tough and it's going to take some getting used to, but the good news is you just repeat it again for the next part of the song. F, G7, 3, 4, C, regular C, and then F again. Then we repeat it again, F, G7, but this time around, on the C chords, we just strum 1 downstroke like this. C, then technically a C7, then a regular C, and then what's technically a C7. And then that takes us into the ending section. And for that we go back to the normal chord of C, where we play the 1st finger on the 3rd string, and then the thumb and 2nd string together. But then the second time around, we add our 2nd finger to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Then we take it off, then we put it back on, and then this is where we end with the chord of F, but this time we're playing the chord of F in the normal position. And here we play our 2nd finger, and then we play our 2nd and thumb together. Then we play our 1st finger, and then 2nd and thumb together, and then 1 downstroke on the F. So the ending part goes like this. So there is a lot of repetition with this song, and once you get down the basic pattern of the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, this part at least isn't as hard as it looks. So right from the top, let's play it through together nice and slow, starting with the intro. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, F, open, 2nd fret, F, open, 2nd fret, open, G7, G7, 3, 4, C, regular C, F, regular C, then to F again, G7, 3, 4, C, regular C, F, C, then we start to repeat again, F, open, 2, open, G7, 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 then one downstroke, C, C7, regular C, C7, C, C, second fret, F, F, F. And now one final time, let's play it just a little bit faster, but still nice and slow, and we'll play it all together, but this time I won't call out the chords. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All together, and that's how to play the rhythm section or the chord section of Married Life from Up. I'll be back again soon with part 2 of this lesson to teach you how to play the main melody. Until then, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss part 2 of the lesson, and until next time, I love you all and I wish you the best.